Hello Plymouth, Luke Pollard here, I'm your Member of Parliament. I wanted to give you an update on the campaign to get all the new Type 26 frigates based in Devonport. Since I've been elected, I've been campaigning on Royal Navy issues, trying to get more frigates that are more capable and better armed, making sure that our Devonport-based warships aren't cut by the Tories, and that one of these new frigates is named HMS Plymouth. It was last summer that the first rumours about the latest Conservative government defence cut started coming out. We were facing possibly losing HMS Albion, HMS Bulwark and 1,000 Royal Marines. I challenged ministers to rule out those cuts to show that they weren't considering it, but they refused to do that. The Leader of the House described cross-party concerns about the risk of scrapping the Royal Navy's amphibious assault ships as nonsense. Can the Leader of the House now agree to a debate in government time as we understand 2 Type 23 frigates are further facing the axe in the latest round of government defence cuts? I started a petition that's now been signed by 30,000 people calling for these cuts to be ruled out and for our amphibious assault ships and the Royal Marines to be protected. It was last year that the government announced that one of the Type 23 frigates based in Portsmouth would be moved to Devonport. Now, I wasn't content with only one frigate coming to Devonport. I want to see all the nation's frigates, both Type 23s, Type 26s and Type 31s based in our city. At the time, I also invited the Conservative MPs for Plymouth to join this campaign because I feel we're better as a city when we're working together with a strong, united voice. They didn't want to at the time, and sadly, they still don't want to now. But I'm still open to cross-party working. I'm an optimist. I don't think this is sustainable. I think people that are watching this programme will want their MPs to work together. I want the MPs to work together, and that's why I made the offer of cross-party working. I'm really keen to do that. And I think it is unsustainable, this type of thing. We can't have 4.5 more years of this. It's not just calling for things that I've been doing, I've been campaigning for it as well. I've met ministers in the Ministry of Defence 3 times to talk about Devonport: Mark Lancaster, Gutto Bebb and Tobias Elwood. I've spoken about frigates 15 times in Parliament. I've asked 11 written questions. I've written to the Secretary of State for Defence calling for new frigates to be base-ported in Devonport, and I'm continuing that pressure. Last year, I led a debate in the Commons about the National Shipbuilding Strategy, which was calling not only for all the new Royal Fleet auxiliary ships to be built in Britain, something the government doesn't want to do at the moment, rather ridiculously, but also calling for all the new frigates to be based in Devonport. And it's now Labour policy that the new frigates should be based in Devonport as well. So the only people we've got to persuade still is the government. That's why cross-party, determined campaigning is what we need here to convince ministers that the best place for these new frigates is Devonport. There's lots to campaign for. I hope we can do it on a cross-party basis, and the offer to the Conservative MPs remains open. I want to work together. This is bigger than any one party. This is about Plymouth. Let's put Plymouth first and campaign for the frigates to be based in Devonport together. Thanks very much, Plymouth.